In this video, let's talk about 5 personal improvement, simple living, and self-reliance goals you can set for the new year. What's up everyone? My name is Dan. Welcome to Freely Roaming. I hope you had a great start to the new year, and thanks to all your feedback on our last video. We got some really good comments and requests for topics to cover in more detail in future videos, so keep them coming. So before you consider a life on the road, you first must think about simplifying your life. Knowing how to live with less and be more self-reliant will give you the flexibility you need to live comfortably on the road. To get started on the right foot for this year, I want to propose 5 ideas for you to try. Keep in mind that these are meant to put you in the right mindset to live a simpler life. Now, a simple life doesn't always mean an easier life. That's something a lot of people have a misconception about. What most people perceive as an easy life often means a lot of added complexity. Luxuries like grid power and city water to keep your lights and provide endless hot water. Food and product delivery services like Amazon Prime brings you everything that you need to your door. It's basically magic, but it makes you far less independent. The reason you want to simplify your life is to be more self-reliant and build up new skills to live exactly the way you want. So let's get into these 5 goals you can set for yourself, starting with the first one. Goal number 1, downsize by donating to a charity. One of the most rewarding things you can do for yourself and for others is donate to a charity. Starting to let go of objects that don't enrich your life is the first step to a simpler and more minimalistic life. I think this one's pretty obvious, and if you're watching videos like this one, you're probably already doing it. But keep in mind that this is not a one and done type of thing. You will continue to downsize for a long time to come. Even the simplest of all minimalists will eventually collect more things over time out of necessity. Constantly evaluate everything you own and think about the last time you actually used it. If it's been a while, chances are you don't need it. But rather than money or objects, the best things you can donate is actually your time. So maybe you're passionate about animals, then maybe volunteer a couple hours a week at an animal shelter or a wildlife rescue. And perhaps the great outdoors is your thing, then go to your local state park or find a nearby national park and inquire about volunteer jobs there. You can even help out at your local library or coach a sports team at the YMCA a couple hours a week. Not only will it give you added purpose for your life, all of the expenses related to it, like mileage and meals, are all tax deductible. It's a win-win for everyone. If you already do some kind of volunteer work, we love to hear about it. Let us know what they are in the comments below. Goal number 2, try to buy your groceries from farmers markets and local butchers. This one is something I'm always trying to do more of every day. It can be hard to always find the right place locally since we're constantly moving, but it's definitely possible. By shopping at local farmers markets, you're going to find the best and freshest ingredients, and most likely at the best prices. They usually don't have a ton of plastic packaging that end up in the oceans and landfills. Plus, the food didn't have to travel hundreds or even thousands of miles on a truck to get to you. You will eat a healthier diet, save money, and preserve the environment all in one shot. The same goes for finding your local butcher or fishmonger to buy all your meat products. They are usually much more passionate about what they do and can give you good advice on what to use for the meals you're making. By doing just a little research to figure out where to find these people in your city, you also help support the local economy. This is a really good way to do something real simple, yet have a positive snowball effect for everybody involved. Okay, let's go on to goal number 3. Learn to cook one recipe from scratch every month. With all of the amazing local ingredients you're getting from the farmer's market and your butcher, it's time to figure out some amazing dishes you can make all by yourself. I don't know about you guys, but cooking is one of my favorite things to do. I love the sense of accomplishment I get by turning a bunch of seemingly random ingredients into a delicious meal. It's also a great skill to have to impress your friends and family with. So I challenge you guys to try to make all your favorite foods at home from scratch. Just once a month, try cooking a new recipe of your favorite dish. With all of the information you can find online today and the explosion of foodie culture, you can now easily find ingredients almost anywhere in the world and look up recipes on how to make it from the internet. You will learn more about cooking, eat healthier foods, and save money all at the same time. Goal number 4, learn a new language. So maybe you're seeing a trend across some of these ideas now. Most of what I'm suggesting can affect your life in more ways than one. This one is no different. For 2020, consider learning a new language. Okay, I'm not suggesting that in just 1 year you'll be able to master a new language, but you can definitely get started on with the basics. It's easier than ever to learn these days for people of all ages. The best way to get started is with websites or apps like Duolingo, Mango, or Babbel. Some of these are totally free to use and others might require a monthly membership fee. Either way, it will be totally worth it, as learning a foreign language can unlock a whole new part of your brain and also give you new appreciation for other cultures. As you get farther along and become more advanced, you can even work with an online tutor to get even more fluent in that language of your choice. Check down in the description below for links to websites and apps for learning new languages. If you already speak multiple languages, I'd love to hear which ones and how you learn them in the comments. Goal number 5, start a personal journal. Okay, so we're down to the 5th and final goal on this list. Just like keeping track of your income and your expenses, keeping a personal journal will let you know exactly how you're progressing in your life. How personal you want to get into on these journals is totally up to you, but if you're documenting them, be honest with yourself. If things aren't going well, write it down. Your future self needs to look back at all these moments to know how far you've come. Talk about the goals you've set in these journals and how you're doing along the way. It doesn't have to be every day, but make sure it's frequent enough so you can keep the momentum going. You will come to realize just how helpful this can be for your everyday life. A little moment of introspection each day can be a very therapeutic experience. Your time is much better spent investing in improving yourself than getting sucked into endless scrolling through social media pages. Okay, so these are 5 ideas for personal improvement you might consider setting for yourself in the new year. This is our first video in 2020, and we have tons more to come as we're starting this new year. There's so much good stuff. I hope you will subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments what goal you set for yourself in 2020. Thanks again, you guys, for sticking around to the end of this video. I hope I've given you some inspiration on things you can do towards your ultimate goal of simple living and freely roaming. If this has been helpful, then I hope I've earned a like for this video. It really helps a lot to allow us to continue to produce videos just like this one. Have a great new year, and we hope to see you guys again in the next video.